exercise by simulating the movement or muscle action. A specific movement can be mimicked or created to work a certain muscle group. And this is accomplished by first understanding what muscle group you want to work and what movement action will accomplish it. So let's discuss the deadlift exercise. Traditionally, it's performed standing with a weighted bar or hand weights. So to do this muscle action on your total gym, you have to be a little creative because the total gym uses gravity to resist or assist using your body weight to train in a more functional manner. The deadlift works the backside of the body, such as the hamstrings, the glutes, the lower back postural muscles of your core, and your calves. And the muscle action of a traditional deadlift is performed by hinging from the hips, keeping your core engaged at all times with your knees slightly bent, knees in the same direction as your toes, and your shoulders are back. So I have some great exercises that you can simulate to work your hamstrings, such as the deadlift exercise, using your total gym. The first option using your total gym is a single leg deadlift. This challenges your core balance, ankle stability, functional leg strength, and using the total gym for this exercise is perfect because it develops balance, functional range of motion, and using the glide board helps assist with the motion. Plus, it's one of the only exercises that you can do using your total gym. So you'll stand facing away from your tower with the incline at a low to a medium level. Now, the higher the incline, the harder the resistance and the flexibility challenge. The lower, it's still very challenging because you have to use your core balance. So you'll place one foot on the floor and the other onto the glide board. Find a focal point so that you keep your balance. And as you do this, you'll keep your legs slightly bent on the standing leg and the other leg is extended. You'll hinge from your hips and then you'll come right back up to your standing position. So you just go down to where your flexibility allows you to feel the stretch as well as the strengthen into the standing leg. Now, if you want, you have the option to add heavier resistance of your hands, maybe a medicine ball or a kettlebell to add intensity to the movement. So be sure to do this exercise on both sides. The next option is a push and reach deadlift. This is a bodyweight movement that simulates the muscle action of a deadlift, but instead of pulling your body and resisting on the way up, you'll be pushing the glide board and feeling this stretch in the hamstrings as it lengthens and strengthens. So this is a really nice exercise to add to any routine. So how you do this is you'll place the incline at a high level. You'll straddle the glide board and place your hands onto the glide board. You'll press the glide board up the rails as you feel the stretch in the hamstrings. You're hinging from your hips and then you're standing slightly back up. The knees are slightly bent, toes in the same direction, shoulders are back, and core is engaged. Now, the higher you place your hands, the easier this is going to be because of the weight of the glide board. So if you place your hands lower, you'll feel a little bit more resistance. And the farther back that you go as well, you'll use a little bit more flexibility and strength as well. So you can play around with this different option to use your body weight and the resistance of the glide board. And the last option to try are cable straight leg lifts. So if you want to feel length of the muscle and develop strength simultaneously, then this is an excellent exercise to try. It's challenging and effective to train the posterior chain of the body. So how you do this exercise is you'll place your incline at a low to medium level. Now, if you really want to go for it and you have the strength and flexibility, take the incline to a higher level. You'll take one cable and walk away from your tower, straddle your glide board, hold on to that cable as you sit down. Place your heel onto the glide board and the strap onto the bottom of your foot. Keep holding on to the cable as you carefully roll down to a supine position. As you do this, you'll start to lengthen and press the leg away from you. So now you're into the position. Hold onto your glide board so you maintain in the same position on the glide board. You'll let the leg go all the way up, point your toes towards the ceiling so that the cable remains on the shoe, and then press away. Now, I also like to do this exercise without a shoe. You can really feel the exercise a little more. So if you have a hard time putting your foot or your shoe into the straps, you can do this barefoot as well. So as I'm doing this, I'm lengthening the muscle to stretch it and then extending it to feel the strength. This is such a nice exercise. Remember, the higher the incline, the harder the challenge. Now, to get out of this exercise, you'll bend the knee back in, grab the cable, carefully remove it from the bottom of your shoe, straddle down, and then sit back up and do the other side. These are a few examples to help perform the deadlift exercise using your total gym. Depending on your goal, some exercises are better performed without using the equipment. However, I hope you will explore these options and feel the value in using your total gym equipment.